Hey, Howard here at 82Maple. And you may recall from a few episodes back, Coral and I got an Ego electric mower for all sorts of good reasons, we believed. And the issue for us is that we have hills, and that particular unit, the Z6, did not perform well on hills. Rather than the traditional zero-turn steering mechanism, it had a steering wheel, and when one was proceeding down a hill, you couldn't slow one wheel. The steering wheel did nothing for that. And so the bottom line is, it just wasn't acceptable. It was just a non-starter, given the hills that we have to mow. Going hard this way, it's gonna come around, come on. No, it doesn't even want to come around under modest power. There, it's finally coming around. And that's just truly scary. So the retailer was gracious enough to take it back after 10 days or so, and we replaced it with this little Ariens 52-inch unit. And so let's see how this unit performs in exactly the same hills. Let's do this. So, if you were to go back to that previous episode, it was this hill back over my shoulder where Coral and I first discovered one of the major issues, and that was when one of these small front wheels here would touch down on something, a stick, something a little bigger than a pine cone. It would be enough to throw the mower one way or the other, and going sideways on a hill just isn't where one wants to be with a hill of that slope. And there was nothing you could do to change the direction that it had predetermined. So let's see again how this performs. I won't try and talk over the noise of the motor, but that performed much better. One still has to be cautious coming down the hills because this is raw land. This isn't groomed lawn. And so these little bumps here can throw it one way or the other. And you've seen I was fairly active on these controls, just fine tuning it. But that was something that I could not do. The slightest start of a turn would just continue until we were sideways. We're going to go down near the creek because we also tested it down there, and we tried to do a side cut, and it was just determined to go into the creek. Let's jump into that and we'll shoot a quick segment. Okay, so this was the second area that kind of caused us some concern. If you'll recall from the previous episode, I was going down and then going to side cut this way, and it just wanted to dive to the creek, and there was no amount of steering wheel turning that would prevent that. Let's see how this does. Well, there you have it. That was kind of a non-event, which is exactly how I expect lawn mowing to be. It's about the grass. It's not about staying upright. So let's just recap quickly, and I threw down a couple of notes just for your convenience in summarizing. So the Ego Z6 was not a bad mower. It offered a wonderful electric mowing alternative, and a familiar steering wheel style control for the occasional zero-turn user or the first-time zero-turn purchaser. So I get why, and in fact applaud the innovation at Ego for doing that. But the major downsides for us could really be boiled down to about 4 things. Safety and maneuverability on the hills. No hills, no problem. The battery life. We have to mow about 1.5 acres per session. And when we found that the battery pack would not last for the full 1.5 acres. And so we had to break it into 2 sessions. Really a minor inconvenience, at least for us. The battery longevity was, I somehow delayed doing the research on the battery longevity until we had the Ego Z6 in our possession, and I started reading online that the maximum that even the manufacturer suggests for those batteries is 5 years, and the outlay in Canadian dollars to replace the 4 necessary operating batteries, it'll hold 6, but was going to be a $3,000 outlay in 5 years. There's no way the maintenance on this machine is going to even cost a fraction of that. And lastly, the cost was about 30% more than this unit. And today, however, I just checked, so I had my facts correct. The retailer that we bought the Ego Z6 from has them on sale down from $8,000 Canadian to $64.99 Canadian. Maybe they're having problems selling that model. In any event, that comes in about 10% higher than this unit. This unit is equally robust, and this is one of those mowers that one, particularly at my vintage, can probably safely say this is the last ride-on mower that I'll probably ever have to buy in my lifetime. It's just that solid. It clearly navigates the hills better. It gets our lawns cut in a single session. And no, it's not frugal with its fuel. It's a 23-horse Kawasaki engine, so it is going to burn the fuel. And it cuts a 10-inch wider swath. There's one last consideration. You know what? Modern equipment has all sorts of sensors on it. Ultimately, I suspect, for operator convenience, what I love about this unit, none of those sensors other than the seat sensor. If I was to get out of this while the machine is in motion, it'll shut down. And I totally appreciate that. But everything is manual. I have to put on the parking brake before I go to start it. And it's a solid clunk. There it is. And if I happen to have these handles in like this, I pull this and mechanically, oh, no, it didn't kick them out. My mistake. But if these are forward like this, for forward motion, and I pull this, there we go. It kicks them into the neutral position. And so what's not to love? There you have it. I hope this was useful. And here's to you. Happy mowing, whatever the equipment. We're all in this together.
Too much fun!
We haul logs and we cut that lumber. Rain or shine, through spring and summer. We build a bridge, then fix the roof. A greenhouse rising, here's the proof. We haul dozers, we haul loaders. and we didn't pass on yet. We just don't have the time. Cole brings me supper in the shop, then grabs a nail gun, pow, she makes it pop. We're dreaming dreams and busting steel, and somehow still find time to feel. We got critters and mouth to feed, fixing fences, planting seed. Every day's another gong show, but it's the only life we know. It's all about the family and keeping love alive. They drop by just to wonder how the heck we still survive. We're broke from buying tools and food's a moving feast, but we eat on the run like the critters and beasts. The outhouse, yeah, it's boutique fine, and we didn't pass on yet. We just don't have the time. So we ski those slopes and catch a game. It's the only way we stay halfway sane. When the world gets loud, we simply bail to a highway trip or mountain trail. Yeah, it's all for the family, their laughter's our reward. We live this life with geese and goats and our trusty Ford. From skinned up knuckles and power tools, we live it loud and fast, but we wouldn't trade a single mess that's past. The kids drive hard, the outhouse shines, we ain't gone yet. We just don't have the time.